Hey guys, and welcome back to the briefing room. Now, Seamus Kelly posted another story. I've seen it floating around. I haven't really covered it because, personally, I think it's a non-story. But he posted about it because he was at the Harmony Gold facilities for the RoboSkull podcast, which I've mentioned several times. If you haven't seen it, go check it out. It's pretty cool. But he was there, and he talked to the guys at Harmony Gold about the legalities of ROBOTECH, and particularly the Macross section of ROBOTECH, and how it's their trademark set to expire in 2021. Now, they pretty much said what I kind of knew, from paying so close attention, and that's they haven't had trouble renewing it in the past, so they don't foresee any issue with it. And going back to 2013, Jonathan Switzer, another person I've plugged a couple times, posted one of his this ROBOTECH things because of the whole Harmony Gold suing Hasbro about the Jetfire toy. And in that lawsuit, they have to name how they have their rights and so forth. And so in that legal document, he talked about it. They've been renewing it consistently since the 90s. Like they have been renewing it consistently, and they've started the renewal process and renewed it 3 or 4 years before it's set to expire. So they're getting up to the time where they would start renewing it again. So that was mentioned, and also just why Harmony Gold and Tatsunoko and Big West, why they don't actually say anything about Macross in public or ROBOTECH or anything like that. And it's for legal reasons, I can see that. But while we're on the subject, I kind of want to talk about just the whole issue. It's in itself. I'm kind of on Jonathan Switzer's side about this. He's both a fan of the Macross property and ROBOTECH. And his thing is, it's both sides. It's not just Harmony Gold. And Seamus Kelly touched upon this in his article too. It's both sides. It's not necessarily Harmony Gold, that's at fault here. Everybody's at fault. If both companies were to actually come together and actually come up with a plan, both companies could make money about it. From what I understand, Harmony Gold wants to be the one to publish, since they own the trademark and the merchandising and all that for internationally. They want to be the ones to publish any international Macross property. And I get that. That's their right. They own the right, the trademark and the merchandising and all that. I get that. And I get Big West's side that, hey, this was created by us. You might have the trademark, but we have the rights. We created the property, I can see both sides of the argument why. But if they were both to come together and say Harmony Gold let them go through a third party, but Harmony Gold got some kickback from it, both sides, if they both just work together, they could both make money, and ROBOTECH and Macross could coexist. That's not happening, and they won't talk about it, which I understand legal issues and all that. But it's a mess. Everyone knows it's a mess, but it I personally don't understand what's keeping them from working out some sort of agreement to where both sides can make money. And let's face it, both sides could make money off of it if they were to come together. They could find some sort of agreement where both sides are making money, and both sides would make a lot of extra money on it. But that's not how it goes. And thus, the legal issues press on. Thus, Harmony Gold, Big West, Tatsunoko, none of them are going to talk about it publicly. I can't blame them. That's part of the legal process. But there's been a lot of talk about this whole thing, and I've just kept my mouth shut because I thought it was a non-story. It's the same old, same old. It's what's been happening. But since Seamus Kelly posted the story, and I have a lot of respect for him, I decided I would cover this because it has been making its rounds around the internet, and I figured I better go ahead and give my opinion on it. You can actually, Seamus Kelly actually has a link in his article, and I can link both his article and the link he has in his article to the actual legal document about the whole thing. But if you read through it, you will see, and this, like I said, this is what I brought up earlier with Jonathan Switzer, covered it 2013, and the guys at Harmony Gold said they've never had an issue renewing it. It actually goes through in that legal document, and it talks about all the times it's been renewed. It covers every time they renewed their original agreement. So they really have not had an issue. It's been consistent since the 90s of them renewing. So I don't think there's anything more for me to talk about on this subject. I'm kind of just rambling on. But the story's been out there. I've kind of been ignoring it, like I said. I decided now's the time to cover it since Seamus Kelly posted that story and everything. So, tell me what your thoughts are on it. Do you think that they should just come together and work things out? Do you think, whose side are you on? I know there's a lot of people against Harmony Gold, but they do have a say in it because they do own the international trademark. So, let me know what you think about it. Let me know if you think they should just come together, put their differences aside, and find some sort of amicable agreement legally where they can have both come out and both make money on it. And let's just say this. If they make that agreement, Big West should get some money for ROBOTECH too, because they own the rights. I mean, I don't see where the issue is with just a percentage. We're talking percentages here. I mean, but whatever. I get it. There's some bad blood there. So, let me know what you think down below, and I will see you guys next time.